Hi, I'm Sabrina and welcome to FinAndFiction. Today, I'd like to introduce you to my latest edition, Bonbon the Potato Pufferfish. Throughout my fish keeping journey, I've always kept a potato pufferfish. However, unfortunately, late 2023, my potato puffer at the time named Eloise passed away. Since then, I've always been on a hunt and a search for another potato puffer friend. However, to no such luck because Congo fish shipments came to a pause for a while here. Last month, however, Congo fish shipments started again, so I can finally get Bonbon. Bonbon was 3 centimeters when I first got him, so he was tiny. Due to his size, he couldn't properly wallow in the sandbed as the grain size I chose here is a bit too big for him. However, he seems to have grown a little as he can now wallow, sort of. Bonbon sold as a red Congo puffer, but I'm not really entirely sure if it truly is a red one because this species has a wide color range. They are considered an ambush pufferfish, thus their color changing ability is incredible for camouflage and also for hunting reasons. Nevertheless, whether Bonbon's a red potato puffer or not, I really don't mind it. Again, due to his size, Bonbon's diet is a bit limited at the moment. For now, he really enjoys frozen blackworms and baby African nightcrawlers. He does not eat ramshorn snails. I'll probably make a whole separate video on snails / crunchy food for pufferfish sometime in the future if I remember. Besides the basic necessary things you need to set up a well-cycled freshwater aquarium, there are 3 important points I would highlight when keeping a potato pufferfish specifically. Firstly, you will need good filtration. Any pufferfish species require one as they are messy eaters and their food are mostly protein-based, and that can really dirty up the tank very quickly. So don't forget to do regular water changes too. Speaking of food, second point will be their diet. Generally, potato pufferfish do not take pellets, so you will need to feed them a mix of frozen and live food. A recommended diet for an adult potato puffer includes frozen fish chunks like silver sides, African nightcrawlers, dubia roaches, and crickets. Personally, I don't feed live fish as feeders tend to pass diseases over to your pet fish. If you do wish to feed live fish though, I highly recommend breeding your own. Third point is substrate. This is one fish in which sand is the only correct answer. They wallow a lot, especially adults, so that is something to keep in mind. Ambush puffers are not an active species. Some people even compare them to having pet rocks. So if you're looking for an active fish, this one might not be for you. Bonbon is still very young, so he might seem active. However, you'll notice a significant decrease in activity once they grow older. So today, actually, I am planning to do a quick rescue mission for my Anubias plants. The lice on this tank is a bit too strong, a bit much for these low light plants. And also in another rescue mission attempt, I would also like to take out the Anubias and plant this red Amazon sword plant that I have floating around in my spotted Congo puffer tank for months now, believe it or not. So let's do that. Bonbon's tank does look pretty sad now, but this red Amazon plant is actually a pretty massive plant, so that alone is going to fill up the tank. In the meantime, I've also added... Hi Bonbon. In the meantime, I've also added this coconut husk to provide some shade for Bonbon, because the lights in this tank is absolutely strong and bright, and I just don't feel right leaving Bonbon without some shade. So yeah, hopefully the plant will grow big soon so that I can remove the coconut husk and Bonbon can have more space. And that is all that I have for you today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please do like, comment and subscribe, as it helps the channel a lot and it means the world to me. Until then, see you next time.